Hello, I'm Kyle Loxton, joined by Kyle, and you're now listening to the SoulInsights Podcast. Let it rain, be the forecast. C&K coming through with a new broadcast. UK raised at a show on the dog tag. Everything changed, but we always stay on track. Straight face in the place, yeah, I'm on that. Every week a new episode on tap. Same phase, new pace, better contact. Socials, SoulInsights Index, we follow that. Follow that. Follow that. Follow that.
Audi.
Hi.
Oh, neighbourino. Would you rather?
Yes, would you rather exist
That is the question.
or not exist?
To be or not to be?
Right, yeah, so...
That was meant to work.
yeah, great intro, yeah. Would you rather... Part number, whatever it is, 3, I think. We were going to review an album, but we both thought, nah, fuck that. So we're doing Would You Rather instead, because that's more jokes.
Well, it was going to be Lyrical Lemonade, All Is Yellow. We listened to it. I personally got a bit bored.
I listened to it through, but I couldn't bother to listen to it again, so...
But I think that's mainly because I've been a little rock music buddy recently.
You butty.
So I quite like the rap's a bit boring.
Fair enough.
Need some energy.
Right, weekly catch-up. Have you done anything? Nah.
Besides like the music related stuff, I spoke to a couple of people and they sound banging. So looking forward to possibly either doing a single or an album, which I think it'll be an album, but yeah, stuff, background stuff.
Fair dues.
Of course. And we've booked stuff, haven't we?
Yeah, we've booked holiday.
What's your weekly? Do that first.
The only thing I've done is tattoos.
Oh yeah.
Which I don't know if I can show really, if you're watching, not listening.
Straight face, motherfuckers. Life of an introvert.
Butters. I can't move my arm.
That is the Butters South Park character.
There we go. And there's another dinosaur on
Do you
my
know what the
leg,
name of that
but I
dinosaur
can't
is?
get my...
Bronchiosaurus.
No.
What is it?
Ankylosaurus.
Is it a Bronchiosaurus?
No, it's an Ankylosaurus. I just said that, you melt.
I thought though it was on your ankle. That's why you said that.
No, but that's why it's on my ankle.
Right.
Although it makes
Jakes.
sense because I got a T-Rex on the other side, so it makes sense to put it there. Panther. Right, that's my week. I haven't done anything else apart from exist.
Yep. Well, you said those tattoos weren't actually that bad either, price-wise.
No, it was cheap.
And it literally costs
Cheap
like...
to do. I mean,
like
they're only
an hour
outlined,
to do.
so it doesn't take long.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Yeah. Banter.
It kind of flips it on when you say people say some tattoos cost bucks.
They
Depends
do.
what they are though.
Depends how long they take.
And
but
what the quality is.
literally outlined, so it depends on the artist's hourly rate. This one was 70 quid an hour. But sometimes you get them, they're like 100 quid, but then if you've got a colour, it's more expensive.
Do you get some tattoo artists that specialise in certain like things? So like dragons and that, like that's their speciality.
Yeah, you'd pick an artist depending on what you want. Like if you want something real fucking detailed, you probably wouldn't go to certain people necessarily. If you want something simple, then
probably
pretty much anybody can do it.
Years of experience.
Yeah, exactly. A dude did mine. I think he's done it for 9 years.
What did he do to that? Did he just draw that? Or do you have a stencil or butters?
No, it had just been a stencil. He drew the dinosaur on my ankle because I sent him a couple ideas and he like kind of tried to make it along the same line of my other one, which is just outline of a T-Rex, but a little bit more detailed, but not too detailed because obviously it's not that big.
Do you know what you should get next? Pterodactyl across your shoulder blades.
That would be pretty cool, to be honest. No, I know what my next one.
Imagine the pterodactyl wings, isn't it?
I know the next one I want.
What, another dinosaur one?
It's a duck.
You're going to get every single one? A duck?
Duck.
Well, Amsterdam duck. The little bear.
No, so I think it'll be a little ring around my forearm there.
What, of ducks?
Just like loads of little ducks, like 10 little ducks, just in a circle, all like different. Like one's got a top hat, one's got a monocle.
What's that, Amsterdam?
What's that
meaning behind that? Alright, just ducks, isn't it?
I quite like ducks.
Well, it doesn't matter. Sometimes you get a tattoo for the jokes. Why doesn't necessarily be sentimental.
Do you want to know the meaning behind my tattoos?
What?
I wanted them.
Exactly. Doesn't
I
always
saw
have
them.
to be
I wanted
meaningful,
them.
do they?
I got them. No, who gives a fuck? Just draw.
You know,
shit.
like Pete Davidson's tattoos, isn't it? I think his is literally just patchwork, just anything.
Yeah.
If your mate's a tattoo artist, would you? Oh, that was a question we said. If I was studying to be a tattoo artist, would you let me just do a tattoo on you for the jokes?
Yeah.
Even if I was trash.
Yeah. As long as you knew like what you're actually doing in the way of how the tattoo gun works and that sort of thing.
Would you have to choose the image? You wouldn't let me just randomly decide something.
I'd probably let you do something with some like precautions. Like you can't be doing anything
not rude
like
or anything.
Rude, yeah, or like
Or it depends on what the place
dodgy
is.
or anything like that. Like here, you can have my arm. Just put something in this gap, kind of thing. Because I know you'd pick something out that I'd find jokes anyway.
Yeah.
So
I'd probably be similar, to be fair.
But I can't draw for shit, so I wouldn't bother.
I would have it quite small though, because I'd probably do quite like the detail stuff. I don't know. There's one part where it's like one arm would be quite detailed, another arm's just patchwork jokes.
That's what I'm doing.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
but don't know.
Jokes.
I ain't even got any, so what the fuck can I say?
Exactly. Anyway.
Right, and our weekly catch-up is we've just booked onto a ski course.
Oh, yeah. And a snowboarding holiday.
So it's the same procedure as our snowboarding course, isn't it? So hopefully we'll be like 4-star, which is technically our blue run standard
Fraser
by the end of
4-star.
it. Hopefully we'll be half decent star before we go on our snowboarding holiday, which will be in Andorra
In March.
in March. Whether there's snow or not, who knows? Who cares? Until that day.
Still send yourself.
Exactly. So that's it.
Right.
That's it.
Music.
Music recommendation is Mac Miller, Nikes on My Feet. He says Nikes on the sample, so I'm saying it.
But it should be Nikes.
And it's, yeah, I mean, my algorithm recently has been a lot of snowboarding videos. And that game Shredders. Have you ever seen that?
It rings a bell.
I don't know if it's on any console, I don't know. But it looks quite cool, and they always play Mac Miller old school tunes to any
Fair
montage.
enough.
So I got addicted to playing old school Mac Miller recently, not going to lie.
Sounds.
That's going on the SI Pod playlist. I don't know if we said that. On Spotify. I don't know what the edition is. It's probably like 70. Or whatever episode
Fuck
number
knows.
this is.
Plus a few extra.
Oh, yeah.
This is episode 70.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
look at that.
So plus a few extra.
Probably,
Well, we've done
yeah.
2 in 1. Right. Film.
Yes.
I can't remember if we mentioned this before or not, but Baghead.
Hey, we said it on our chats, I think, not on the pod.
Right. So a film called Baghead, and we used to say Baghead quite a lot, didn't we?
Yeah, exactly.
So
Actually looks quite
Baghead.
good.
It looks jokes. TV, just because I was watching it last night, is Friday Night Dinner.
What new
To
season?
have just to have a nice little a throwback thing to add into it. Like, I recommend you should watch it
Do you
because
know-
it's fucking banter.
Yes, exactly. It's weird because I looked at it recently. I swear I saw on Netflix that there was a new season coming soon. Friday Night Dinner.
No, so it might just mean that Netflix are adding the newest season
Oh, right.
because obviously the dad's dead.
Yeah, I don't know how they
So-
could continue the Well, they could continue it, obviously, but
Just kill
The
off the
OG's,
dad. But
yeah,
you
gone,
wouldn't-
isn't it?
Yeah, you wouldn't want to. No, leave it in the past, and it's old enough that you don't really want to revive it. I don't think.
yeah, hopefully. Just keep it as it is.
Game is something neither of us can play, but we've both played the actual game, just not this version of it. And I didn't even realise it was going to be a thing. Is Bulletstorm VR?
Oh, what? That'd be sick.
Exactly, but it's PSVR 2, so I'm not spending 500 quid on a PSVR 2.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, Bulletstorm VR. So if you've got a PSVR 2, go and check it out because it does look jokes. And that game is a VR game,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
flinging people towards you and kicking them and all that. Sort
Even
of
if
shit,
you can't,
making
recommend
banter.
playing just Bulletstorm.
Just
Because it is
Bulletstorm,
good.
yeah, normal Bulletstorm.
But yeah, the VR would be cool with the leash. That'd be jokes.
Yep. Sounds.
Slam dunk as well. Buying.
Slam dunk your mum.
Right, we're going into cocktail, and the cocktail of this episode is called a Widow's Kiss.
Nice.
First, concocted by an alcoholic funeral director as a morning pick-me-up, the Widow's Kiss is powerful stuff. The first ingredient is an ounce of brandy. Rich widows may prefer very old cognac. Now add half an ounce of yellow chartreuse. Is it chartreuse?
I don't know.
CHARTREUSE. Half an ounce of Benedictine,
Yeah.
and a dash of bitters. Shake with ice and strain into a glass. Remember to raise your fucking phone veil before drinking.
It'd be quite nice to be honest. Brandy is your main drink.
Look at this
Everyone.
sentence. Where's the space bars there?
There isn't.
Exactly. It was impossible to read just then. What was that?
That's why it sounded like he was having an aneurysm.
Yeah, there's literally just all of that sentence was put together.
Good.
Right. There we
Yeah,
go.
funky little cocktail.
Yeah, we're close to the end of that book, so we can make our own for jokes soon, which would be quite cool.
Right. Just staying on you because it's book time.
Dictionary of School Stories by John Koenig. I forgot to write down the chapter as usual, and the word is ochesia.
Ochesia.
Zucchini. OCHISIA. And it's the fear that the role you once occupied in someone's life could be refilled without a second thought, which makes you wish that every breakup would include a severance package, a non-complete cause, and some sort of romantic placement program.
I love how I had to go fucking into a romantic situation. It couldn't have just been like, yeah, you're just a little buddy at work that can easily be replaced.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be cool being on the other hand where you're the person that literally replaced that fucking buddy.
Yeah, but everybody's that situation, and everybody's in the situation where they get replaced.
Or even if you're like a long-term relationship and literally someone new came in their life that seems a lot more interesting, they dropped that previous person and you were easily replaced, even though you thought you had years of that relationship together. You thought you meant something, and someone new appeared who's more interesting, and now you are some useless piece of shit again.
At the end of the day, nobody cares about anybody, and we should all just give up.
Yeah, and you were the person that she once used to slip it back in, and now you're not. She's slipping someone else's.
Yeah, sounds.
Well, I'd happily be easily replaceable. I don't need to leave a mark on anyone's life, do we?
Exactly, and then it doesn't matter.
Nope.
When the inevitable happens.
Nope. There we go. Do you fear the role that you could easily be refilled? I mean, it doesn't have to be romantic,
Replaced.
like you said. Yeah. Out of sight, out of mind most of the time, isn't it? If you ever heard of that scenario? Once you're out of someone's life.
Just stay out of it. Just don't bother with them. Fuck them.
Just do your thing. You do you. And
2023 motto. You do you. I'm going to do me, homie.
Main topic.
Right, main topic. Would you rather take a shit on a plane or piss in a dirty African riddled river where a thing will
get
piss
pegged
up
by
you?
Bruce Wayne?
Oh, pegged, definitely.
Take a shit on a plane or get pegged by Bruce Wayne. Bars. Right.
Right. Right, would you rather be fluent in all languages or master every instrument? I think it's an easy one.
I would say fluent in all languages.
Yeah, it's got to be. Who gives a fuck if you can play the fucking orca?
Well, you can play yourself into everyone's bed.
Exactly. Well, yeah.
No,
master every instrument. You master your own instrument.
No, fluent in every language I think would be quite cool. Well, it depends how travel-minded you are, isn't it?
Yeah, but you just go anywhere and speak to anybody. You could just there's some random Chinese woman, and you just start going me hao.
Imagine picking up any instrument and just absolutely slapping out a solo on it, though. That'd be sick. It would be pretty sexy.
I mean, yeah, but also just turning around and just speaking a completely different language just to troll someone.
But then that'd be more cool for the person that's speaking that language. I think to someone else, possibly say if you're traveling English, they wouldn't really care that you're just going a full-blown conversation. I wouldn't say. Maybe, but then say if you're speaking to someone Chinese, the Chinese person would be like, damn, your Chinese is decent. Yeah. You're speaking, and then you're charming them, aren't you? Where the person you're traveling with is just like, oh yeah, that's what he does. So,
but then at least you can talk to anybody you want.
Exactly.
There's literally no barrier.
You'll never really get lost in your life, will you?
The only barrier then is your self-confidence.
Yeah. Whether you just put yourself in that situation, isn't it?
No thanks.
Because then you could go to the streets of Brazil and see whether they're planning to shoot you in the face.
Yeah.
Couldn't you? And you'd be like, oh, there we go. No, look, I speak your language. It's chill. Put me as part of the favela gang.
Jokes.
I think they're both pretty good, but fluent in all languages. Yeah, there we go.
Go on.
Die of heat in a desert or die of cold in a snowstorm?
I think it has to be cold.
What's the longest death?
Good silence.
No, I'm trying to think. What's the longer death?
Probably desert. Because you're going to go through all the dehydration and all that. I mean, yeah, you go through hypothermia, but if you're
that's more worse,
in a sandstorm, I reckon you'd freeze well quick. So saying, would you rather drown or burn?
Oh, yeah. But I'm trying to think of Mr. Ballin when he says when they were going through hypothermia, your body goes through like a heat thing anyway, isn't it? Which makes you want to take off all your clothes. So you know when everyone, those stories when you heard people missing, you found like piles of clothes on the floor, isn't it? And then their bodies, I think apparently that's what your body does. You go through a heat thing anyway. But I think if you die of heat, you become more exhausted. And you probably just pass out and then die like that, don't you?
To be fair, both situations, I don't think there's any losers.
I'd imagine cold you suffer more. But heat could be obviously you burn, isn't it? How? I don't know.
Yeah.
Put it to the test.
Pick cold.
Either way, you're dead, so the outcome's what you wanted, isn't it?
Exactly. You go through the pain. You've already been through the pain of living, so.
Exactly. You're just a corpse on the floor then.
Yeah.
Right.
Did we actually decide on anything? So I'm snow.
I'll go with heat, just to be different.
Yeah. Right. Forget your mother exists or have your mother forget you exist. I did think about this and my initial thought was quite fucking dark, to be honest.
Just where everyone forgets you exist.
Thing is, if you forget your mother exists, then it doesn't matter to you because you don't know who she is.
Yeah.
But if your mother forgets you exist, then you've got no ties to this. You've got no ties to this world.
Anyone? No.
So
that way
you could do what you want.
Yeah.
So
I'd rather have no one think you exist. Because they wouldn't even think about you anyway because they don't know you exist.
It'd be
so they don't worry.
It'd be less painful for you to forget your mum exists than it would for your mum to forget. No, it'd be less painful for your mum to forget that you exist rather than you forgetting your mum exists. Because then your mum's just like, well, what an ungrateful little twat.
Yeah, so that's all. Yeah.
Whereas she forgets about you, it's only you that is hurting essentially then.
But that'd be
it's
mad.
your own problem.
You know, like when you put in that film where you do like a Men in Black neuralizer sort of thing, and they just literally just flashed like your mum then.
And you accidentally wipe their entire memory, and then
It'd be
they're
a
just
bit
like
sad,
crawling
would you
around
not
on the
think?
floor.
Like you've had that life together now, and then the
but-
next day they literally just don't know who you are. Whereas it could be the other way, where if it started off like that anyway, then she never knew you existed anyway. So where's the pain? It's only with you. And
Exactly.
You just go off in a snowstorm or the desert.
Yeah.
To see that outcome.
Whichever one floats your boat more, isn't it?
It's probably that one. Yeah, they don't know you exist. Doesn't necessarily have to be your mum, just anyone.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Man United.
Don't you think? United.
Yeah. United. Sorry, United are playing Newport right now, and it's currently 3-2 United.
Shout out the change rooms. Big up the change rooms.
Exactly. The fact that Newport have scored twice is absolute jokes.
Yeah, it's insane. And you said the fact that Man U's playing their best team. It makes it even more.
Most of their best team, and the fact that it was Anthony that scored the third goal. Watch it get disallowed now.
Right. Live the life your parents wanted you to live, or live the life you thought you wanted as a kid. Do you know what you wanted to be as a kid?
Just you buy typical little shit.
I don't actually. I think I wanted to be a train driver.
Oh fuck, policeman or
Thomas
shit
Tank
like
Engine. But I think live the life your parents wanted is just what I'm living now. They just want you to do your own thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think my parents ever wanted anything for me.
Not to be a doctor or anything like that.
No.
I think they just said just do whatever you want to do.
But then
quite chilled out.
live the life you thought you wanted as a kid. So if I'm saying police officer or something like that, then at least you're doing something worthwhile. Or are you? Because then you might just end up as one of these little buddies in a football stadium that just stands there and looks at people because, you know, you have to be there and secure.
So going from the kid, how many times did your career path change? Like what you wanted to be? Have you ever wanted to be one thing? Or in school did it change? Because you wanted to be an outdoor ed teacher, didn't you?
It kind of changed, yeah, because I was thinking sports teacher, but then I realised I hate kids.
Great.
Exactly, so that's
well, at least you tried it though, and you figured it out. Otherwise you wouldn't know until you put in it.
I did work experience in a school, thinking, right, this is something I could potentially do, and then I was like, no, I can't be dealing with these little shits. I saw your little sister, and I was just like, no, this ain't right. This ain't happening. Yeah, exactly. And a little kid got hit in the face with a tennis racket, and I got told off because I laughed.
Great. Yeah, exactly. I'm too dark for that lifestyle, to be honest. I'm not doing the school. I couldn't imagine you doing the school run. You see all the other parents, and you're just straight facing. Everyone's just like trying to do all that shitty small talk,
just
waiting for the kids to come out of school, and you're just like, fuck.
You clearly don't want them kids around.
You'd probably say something dark like this time I wasn't allowed this close or something to school. But yeah, I don't know. Live the life your parents would want you.
Parents wanted, yeah, because then it's whatever you wanted at the end of the day. So,
yeah,
and
I think they do.
Yeah. I
don't know what Dad wants me to be. Dead, probably.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Chiron's mind. Oh, I can't say ladies and gentlemen anymore. I think all beings of
your dad
God's
would want you to be Rodney Mullen Jr. To follow in his footsteps, isn't it? Because he looks like Rodney Mullen.
I can barely stand on a skateboard.
Do you think he looks like Thomas Muller as well?
Fuck's sake.
Thomas Muller, Rodney Mullen's Kyle's dad. So you should live up to that expectation. Be a footballer and skateboarder. It's a cool life, isn't it?
Jokes. Right. Every time you talked, you had to yell, or every time you walked, you had to sprint.
You had to sprint.
Yeah, you get places quick at least.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, if you sat there some people, when they talk, they are shouting constantly anyway, so this wouldn't matter to them. And to be fair, I walk very fucking quick.
But no, because it's saying to do stuff like, say, music. You rap, you just yell your lyrics. Nah, I'm alright.
Yeah, you'd be able to do a fucking Screamo song then, wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly. But every song would be that. Your voice box would be gone.
Exactly.
So, it'd be like walk. But you would have to just be sprinting around on stage. You wouldn't be able to walk. At least
you'd keep fit. You keep fit, wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly. You'd just always be out of breath, wouldn't you? You just have to sit there in one spot, isn't it? That suck.
Shitty
sofa.
Do
you reckon?
Just sit there on a chair like Ed Sheeran or something.
Casual little walk. And sprint, yeah.
Good.
What about you? You're straight face, isn't it? So you wouldn't talk anyway, so you'd have to sprint.
Yeah, I don't talk anyway, so I'll just say that one because I'm not talking, so I'm not yelling.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right, super speed, but only backwards, or be able to teleport, but it's completely random and you have no say in where you go.
Teleport. Imagine you just like, right, I'm just going to teleport now, and all of a sudden you end up in like the middle of Afghanistan or something.
Yeah, the front lines or something.
Fucking banter. Yeah.
Or
you could end up in the fucking shark's mouth or something.
Imagine now you teleport and you're like pitch black like water.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden. Yeah, but is there a time limit for you to teleport back, or do you have to wait for the?
You can't teleport back because every time you teleport, it'd be random, so you'd never be able to get back.
Damn. Take that gamble. It's like Mystery Box on Call of Duty. But then it's
super speed, but only backwards. You'd be able to choose when you want to do it. So it's like, well, I don't want to. I'm not going to go backwards, or it's like I'm going to go backwards, but I choose not to super speed.
Can you look backwards? Do you reckon you're just always flying backwards? Is it?
No, so it would only be super speed, but only backwards. So you can choose to super speed, but you can only do it backwards.
But you still,
you won't be able to see where you're going.
But the teleport,
you just wouldn't go backwards. Yeah, exactly.
But like you said, yeah, you could be on top of a mountain or like in the depths of the ocean. Then you said your body hasn't acclimatized to that pressure all of a sudden.
Yeah, so you just like implode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine. Oh, your pain on your head, like you're peeing, you're just like deep water, like you just instantly just implode.
Yeah. You would. You just fucking. You'd be
Exactly.
gone, wouldn't you? Teleport.
But like you said, if there's a time limit, so you had to put up with that place you teleported to for at least a day. Even if it's underwater, then that you drew the short straw, unfortunately.
You'd need a very long straw, though.
Yeah.
You'd die within fucking milliseconds, so not even that, nanoseconds.
No, yeah,
not even that, whatever smaller than that.
The whole teleport wouldn't even open, it's too pressurized. Yeah.
Exactly. Right. Have access to read information for the next 50 years into the future, or change one thing from the past you have already witnessed.
It's well cool.
You could go dark and say I'd change the fact I was born.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the go-to. That's easy, isn't it? But they access. No, I don't know.
No.
What's the point of changing anything? It's happened, and
right. So access information for the next 50 years. Imagine the bets you could place.
Exactly.
You'd be rich.
Well,
it'd be easy, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It might be a bit boring because you know exactly what's going to happen every fucking second of every day or whatever. Only if you choose, I suppose. But
access to read information.
So, yeah, exactly. You wouldn't even know. You'd be like, right, I want to know who wins the Premier League next year, so I'm going to read the information on that. You wouldn't have to read.
Yeah, unless you were given one thing. One thing a year is one topic that you could read, but you could probably from that topic figure out who won the Premiership from trying to link stuff.
Yeah.
So like, the world exploded. Okay, let's just link it to Harry Maguire signing. Maybe the world exploded from that. They won the Premier League.
Exactly. Caused all that warfare, right? That was it.
You could probably link stuff back. So, yeah.
But never. The past is the past for a reason. It should stay untouched.
Exactly.
It's happened.
Exactly.
It's made you who you are. So, yeah, go for the
What's the point?
The future one just for that fact. But you could make jokes with knowing stuff in the future, couldn't you, to be fair? So.
Exactly. I'd look at see your own information in 50 years, see whether you're still breathing as well.
Exactly. Yeah. Can I look in 50 years' time? So, it's nothingness, right? I must be dead.
You're part of like a massive news headline because you're part of like some cult or something. Like, jokes, when did that happen? 10 years' time? Right, 100 mil now or world peace forever?
100 mil now.
I mean, again, that's dark, isn't it?
I'm a selfish bastard. Well, fucking world peace is never going to happen.
But yeah, you would say the world will never be at peace.
No, exactly. Like, there's always going to be something happening, isn't there?
Imagine
how boring it'd be if everybody was peaceful with each other. There'd be no argument. Football would be so fucking dire. It'd be fucking Kieran dire. It wouldn't even be like Eric, it'd be worse.
TripAdvisor reviews. The only time people leave a review is because they're pissed off, isn't it?
Yeah, and you would never get any of that because the world's at peace, so everybody's happy with everything.
Yeah, but it might still be shit experience though.
Yeah,
so you haven't got the truth, have you?
Exactly. So 100 mil now. Imagine the strippers and prostitutes and cocaine.
Exactly. Last like 1 minute. If you part of the 50 years into the future, you have to see what happens to 100 mil. Yeah, 100 mil now. Sorry.
I mean, it's not
world peace wouldn't happen.
Right, yeah. If anybody picks world peace, then they're delusional. Right. For the most fucking random thing, like live in Florida or Texas.
Yeah, I guess that was the end of whatever I sent you. It was the chat on Reddit. Well, that's where we got this from. But
I thought you got it on TikTok.
Yeah, but it was linked to Reddit.
Oh, fair enough. Florida.
From that and GTA 6, Florida.
Nah. The shit that goes on in Florida is insane. Man. Like, the stuff, Florida as a place and things that happen is mental. So,
Florida man, November 18th. South Florida man on LSD charged with tackling Disney World guard.
Jokes.
Florida man steals alligator from golf course, tries teaching it a lesson. What?
Florida man, November 27th. Florida man accused of stabbing woman over underdone potato.
See? Florida, jokes. Texas is cool though. Imagine like go to the ranch. Bit of cool cowboy life, isn't it? Texas.
Right. Florida man accused of dismembering body dies of self-inflicted shot. It's 2023, November 27th.
Damn.
Jokes, isn't
Straight
it?
face tapes.
Exactly. Stabbing somebody over an
And then you
unused
shoot yourself.
potato, though. Shout out 27th of November 2018.
Exactly.
Obviously, I don't condone crime, but...
Yeah,
over a
so Florida
potato.
for the sake of GTA 6 as well.
Florida for the sake there's a
Big up
fucking
GTA
jokes
6.
place.
Big up. Right, there we go. Done. Would you rather?
That was Would You Rather part either 2 or 3, I can't
Yeah.
remember. It'll tell you in the title.
Well, like you said, we were originally going to review that album, so
Yeah.
this was a last minute just jokes.
So we're going to now review the album of Lyrical Lemonades. Out of 10, probably
All is
2.
yellow. I would say yeah.
Would you listen to it again?
No.
Nah. Did anything stand out? Not really.
Let's have a quick look at the album. So, you
Pointless.
said some of the features on it, though. Eminem. Was that already out there? I swear you already said...
No, the
that
Eminem
song.
wasn't. The Doomsday first one was. The Doomsday part 2 of
Okay,
Eminem
yeah,
wasn't.
part 2. So that was okay, the one with Eminem. And I didn't mind the one with the Jack Harlow and Dave song, Stop Giving Me Advice. And that was already out, wasn't it? But the rest are just... And weren't for me.
No, I wasn't
Boring.
too bothered by it.
Well, hopefully, I don't know what our next one, maybe Ski Mask, if he ever drops.
Sounds...
We'll actually have to persist with the next album, whether it is crap there. We had to give that one a pass.
Yeah, but this was one where it was like...
we both
don't
didn't
know
really
the
know, isn't
artist,
it?
really, do we? So...
Shout out
like-
the director, though. That I probably knew that, isn't it? The fact he like shoots on like a
Yeah.
iPhone. And he started off
Jokes.
with like a budget, and now look how big he is. So I think that's insane what he's done, his
Mhm.
journey, isn't it? But the album wasn't for me. So there you go.
Right. Joke and fact. I've actually got them this week. So, joke. I asked my dog what's 2 minus 2. He said nothing. Did you get it?
Because they don't talk.
Yeah.
I thought it was dead.
And the
or
answer's
something.
also nothing.
I thought it said the dog was dead or something.
Right. Fact. Lego bricks withstand compression better than concrete. An ordinary plastic Lego brick is able to support the weight of 375,000 other bricks before it fails. This theoretically would let you build a tower nearly 3.5 kilometers in height. Scaling this up to house-sized bricks, however, would cost far too much. I think they did something where they've got these like brick things that they kind of like slot into each other like Lego, and it's so easy to build a house from it, and it's so fucking sturdy. It's just, obviously it costs too much to get the bricks like that, but that's fucking jokes. Imagine you just literally use tiny Lego pieces and build an entire house.
Do you know what it reminds me of?
What?
I'll pick up the pieces and build a Lego
Shut up,
house.
Ed. Shut up about the
Things go
sun.
wrong, we can knock it down.
No.
3 words have 2 meanings, but there's one thing on my mind. Suck yourself. Right, we're done.
Sorry about that, Ed Sheeran, but that was fucking appalling. Like, who would even think of that as something?
3 words have 2 meanings. Suck your hand. 3 words, 2 meanings is fuck
Suck.
yourself.
Nan.
Right, we're done. Wrapping it up.
Sounds right. That was Would You Rather. If you want us to do more, tell us.
We
If
probably
you have
will do
any
any.
for us to answer, let us know.
Yep.
Thank you for tuning in.
Toodaloo.
Thank you for listening to another episode. You can find us on all streaming platforms under the SoulInsights Podcast. Please leave us a rating and review. Check out our socials, the SI Index,
TikTok and Instagram,
the SoulInsights Index,
YouTube,
SoulInsights.